There's nothing that Donald Trump has said, whether it's about birther, whether it's about immigrants, whether it's about Mexicans, as he said, whether it's about Muslims, none of the about women, none of the things that he has said that members of Congress haven't said over and over again on the Republican side. Not all of them. And so this issue, whether it's put to rest or not, the damage is done as far as his evoking a response from a certain element in our country.
But meaning that you think that Republicans in Congress are following his lead?
No, I think he's following theirs. I think that in Congress, if you look at the record, the public record on, for example, immigration, there were statements made by members of Congress for a long period of time that they try to implement into law in terms of Muslims into our country. Shocking language used by Republicans in Congress. So he's a reflection of them, which is why I think that some of the establishment Republicans are unhappy with Trump for what he says, but also he's pulled back the veil. You have a Speaker of the House whose budget will goes further. His budget will remove the guarantee of Medicare. You have the committee that oversees Wall Street saying we're going to overturn Dodd-Frank and put us back where we were in '08. You have a Congress, a Republican Congress that refuses to bring up issues that relate to gun violence prevention. The list goes on and on. And so what Donald Trump is saying is not shocking to us, but people have to know that the election is more about, is more than the presidency. It's also about what happens in the Congress of the United States. He calls climate change a hoax. Yeah. That's what they're in total denial on it. So I'm especially appealing to millennials to say this election is important, it has ramifications, and if you care about some of these issues, you really have to
So why do you think he's
Hillary
doing
Clinton.
well, if it's such an obvious case to you? Why are the polls so tight? And why is there such an enthusiasm gap between Clinton and Trump? People much more enthusiastic about voting for him than those who say, I'll vote for Hillary Clinton, are enthusiastic
Two reasons.
about that.
First of all, I think that the polls are a reflection of some voters going to the third party, the third and fourth party. The tightening it says that some of these undecideds have gone to that place, some of the millennials. Secondly, fear is a big driver, and he's a fearmonger. Now, that's what he is in terms of he wasn't born here, I'm going to build a wall, immigrants undermine our society.
Well, he says he's